It's 11 o'clock on this late Thursday night, March 14th, 2019. It's time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Thursday night, March 14th, 2019. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins. Time is 11 o'clock, and we have a temperature of 42 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Thursday night is Christchurch, New Zealand, where parts of that city are in lockdown as police respond to reported mass shooting in mosque. Congress has a breaking point this week. Trump might have found it. Boeing 737 MAX hit trouble right away as pilots text radio message show. DOJ has reached an agreement with Clinton lawyers to block FBI access to Clinton Foundation emails. Rock says. Tommy Fleetwood leads the 2019 Players Championship after a dazzling round number one. Champion of the boss, Frankie Boy Calibre, had followed the daily trap set up by Fender Better. 7 public law center fires co-founder Morris Dees for alleged misconduct. New Mexico co-founder residents accused of planning terrorist attacks. And blocks resolution called for a bill report to be made public. Israel launches airstrikes on terrorist sites in Gaza after attack on Tel Aviv, military said. New Zealand mosque after shooter reported at Christchurch Mosque. Saudi Human Rights Commission as suspects in Khashoggi deaths brought to justice. Martyrs Muslims, most target gangs known as collective Ozani, enforcement of Venezuela's affording leader. 7 vehicles involved in prominent chain reaction crash. Feds willingly brought out a month after Pawtucket shooting. One on Facebook stop protected a new trial graduate is leaving a company. Representative Maxine Waters calls Wells Fargo CEO $2 million bonus outrageous calls for his removal. Facebook's day-long malfunction around their internet fragility. Look at that stocks today. Up 705 points at 25, 709.94. SP5 down 2.44 points at 2008.48. And NASDAQ down 12.49 points at 7630.91. Wandering males transform Spain's DNA. Expedition 59 crew members launch the space station aboard Soyuz. The industry and lawmakers go to the defense of SLS. Teens and young adults are more depressed now than in the mid-2000s. New York judge denies request of law and vaccinating students return to school. Group of world's top researchers call for an urgent moratorium on gene-edited babies. And WHO says aiming to halt DRC Ebola outbreak within 6 months. Look at that news from the wires. Ecuador pulls out of South American regional group UNOSWA. British Parliament votes to seek Brexit extension. Stanford students file class action lawsuit against schools and college bribery scandal. New York Appellate Court says Trump defamation suit can proceed. In news from the Sun Chronicle, Audubon seeks donation to expand Attleboro Sanctuary. 3 vie for 2 school board seats in North Attleboro. Norfolk Selectmen's Open has drawn strong interest. Judge speaks to Attleboro students about drug court justice system. North Attleboro High gets warrant fines lifted. Reopened for 30-year-old died and resident was arrested on early Thursday morning on 6 fraud outstanding warrants for larceny and fraud charges. Random dental practice. Change it ends after 50 years. Top man accused of disgraced church being charged with trespassing. Random Bridgewater faced contest race in a becoming town election. Aberdeen boys basketball chasing history. Lindsay letter shows long on the bridge appears not up at the code. And now, looking at sports at 11:04. Kyrie Irving records the second career triple-double as the Boston Celtics defeat the Sacramento Kings 126-120. Our NBA scores: London Magic 120 and Cleveland Cavaliers 91. Indiana Pacers 108, Oklahoma City Thunder 106, Toronto Raptors 111, LA Lakers 98, Utah Jazz 100, Minnesota Timberwolves 92 with 65-11 in the fourth quarter, and the Dallas Mavericks 21, and Denver Nuggets 18 with 13 left in the first quarter. NHL after a 19-game winning streak in which they recorded a point. The Bruins and the road trip with 0 points as the Boston Bruins fall to the Winnipeg Jets up in the Great White North of Winnipeg, Ontario, Canada. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. 4-3. Other NHL scores. Arizona Coyotes 2, Anaheim Ducks 1, and Nashville 2, 11 in the second period. Nashville Predators 1, LA Kings 0, 4:39, 11 in the first period. San Jose Sharks 2, Florida Panthers 1, 3:48, 11 in the first period. Pittsburgh Penguins 5, Buffalo Sabres 0, New York Islanders 2, Montreal Canadiens 1, Washington Capitals 5, Philadelphia Flyers 2, Ottawa Senators 2, St. Louis Blues 0, Tampa Bay Lightning 5, Detroit Red Wings 4, Dallas Stars 4, Minnesota Wild 1, and looking at some sports news, Cleveland Browns hoping Odell Beckham play outweighs his antics. Golden Tate Pro signing proves gentlemen and think that Giants can win the rebuild in 2019. Mitson hired two firms, surprised by scheme, and stand to rejoin for tournament on Thursday. Okay, Peter Childusab is 11:05. Time out for Peter Child traffic turns to check. Beep! On the MBTA due to track conditions discovered during inspection and out of an abundance of caution. Trains are operating at reduced speed southbound between Harvard and Central. These are delayed up to 50 minutes in both directions due to restriction. Copy the rail. Pittsburgh train 4:30, 9:30 p.m. Inbound is up at 10:50 minutes fiasco between North Leominster and North Station due to train traffic. And the ferries, they are all making it. All right. Highways and byways of New England and Rhode Island. -5, northbound side, so between Warwick area, down to Suburban Curve and downtown Providence. Southern Expressway, both ends are back between Dutchess Boston and Southeast Expressway, southbound side, backed up all the way down to Quincy. But it's looking good in eastern Massachusetts and central western Mass. It's looking good except for 91 and southbound side, also Deerfield, Massachusetts, and 84 westbound side, also on Newport and Connecticut, 95 northbound side, from New Haven, Connecticut, and 95 southbound side, so on Greenwich, Connecticut. And up in Albany, New England, looking good, and all the way 59, and northbound side, so in South Quebec, towards Montreal. Peter Childusov is 11:06. Top it off a weather report. It is some spotty rains, flurries down around Greenwich, Connecticut, and East Long Island will turn out to be a nice day in the weather department. And tomorrow's going to be your typical spring-like day. Clouds and sun and showers. But tonight's going to go like this. Mostly clouds go up 41 degrees, southward about 6 miles an hour. Friday, showers like Maine between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Patch cloud between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. Otherwise, clouds about 59 degrees, southward about 5 to 11 miles outside, 29 miles an hour. Transpiration 6%, 2% between 10 coordinates possible for Friday night. Showers like Maine before 2 a.m. Most patch cloud between 2 a.m. Otherwise, mostly clouds about 41 degrees, southward about 5 to 9 miles outside, 20 miles an hour. Transpiration 7% new response between 10 coordinates possible from Saturday, mostly crisp about 49, about 26 degrees, west about 6 to 11 miles outside, 23 miles an hour. Sunday, most crisp about 42, about 24 degrees, west about 5 to 7 miles coming in the evening for Monday. Check the store before noon, then a chest rain between noon and 5 p.m. Most of the sun got about 42, about 23 degrees out of a wind, chest temperature 30%. And for Tuesday, Sunday, most crisp about 5, about 22 degrees, northwest about 35 miles an hour. For Wednesday, Sunday, cusp about 45, about 28 degrees. Carbon coming southwest about 3 to 6 miles in the afternoon. For Thursday, plus that's about 48 degrees. Carbon coming westbound 6 miles in the afternoon. Right now, not in its first guys at 41 degrees. That's giving me about Peter Channel. 11 o'clock news on this late Thursday night, March 14th, 2019. Viewers, hope you have a good evening, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow morning with a more important. You have a good night.